Now, sometimes when we contact fear or vulnerability that's really deep and we need to have tea with it, we first need to sense some safety or some larger belonging or some love in the universe that can help us hang in there. So part of the training that we're talking about to be willing to open to vulnerability is really a training when we're feeling vulnerable to find some pathway to something that feels loving in our life. And I wanted to share with you a story about Mahatma Gandhi that really struck me. That as a young man, he was really shy, he was tongue-tied, he was plagued by fears and doubts. In other words, he went around with enormous sense of vulnerability. And it particularly would come out, in courtroom when he was terrified to present an argument and in challenging situations with other people. And even as a child, very, very young, he was a very obsessive and fearful child. So there's a story that of one of the family servants who was touched by this young boy, because he'd run into her arms in tears after being bullied at school. And what she said to him is, whenever you're threatened, instead of running away, stand firm, stay in touch, but repeat the mantra Rama, 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 and this will turn your fear into courage. So it took some years for him to immerse into that practice, but I tell this because growing up he was a very vulnerable, not a powerful man, and his practice of feeling vulnerability but calling on love, because Rama is another word for God, for him, turning onto that connection with a larger, loving field of energy, gave him courage. Courage is when we're willing to stay.